Hey everyone, this is Todd. I'm not really prepared to shoot video tonight. Hopefully this works out, but this is a G1 system. It used to be called Deluxe, but anyway, I'm gonna set it up. It's a will call. I've got a customer coming by tomorrow at 10 o'clock to pick it up. I'm gonna precondition this thing for him since it's a will call. Now when I ship these things out, my customers have to precondition them themselves. And I figured I'll kill two birds with one stone. While I'm conditioning this, it'll give everybody an idea of how you set it up when you get it. So just pull it out of the box. There's some packing material and whatnot. I'll show you the base. So this is my base, I use it for construction. Put your base down, throw your barrel on top of it. There'll be some packing material around that and some packing material to protect this valve right here, and some packing material to protect your TDS meter box so it won't get crushed in shipping. And then this is what it's going to look like inside. I've already got a particulate matter filter in it. The RO membrane is already installed. The white canister where your polish treatment is going to go is empty, and it's typically only hand tight. And this comes with your system. Every system is sold, and it just slides around the canister and you can open it. This is what you're gonna do when you set it up. Okay, pull it out of the box, get it like this. You got two lines coming off the side. This guy obviously is for your water supply line. It comes with the O-ring gasket. Just take that off, put it inside here. I've already put one in here. I was going to test it actually. Since I'm going to do it this way, I'll take it out later. But what I have is a wet test system here for units that are sold locally, and I have customers come over and get a will call. I'll precondition them. So what I do, I just take off the clip right here, and I just lost it, a little blue clip. I push in the line, hold that, and pull the line just like that. So this is a water supply. This is actually what feeds my system in the corner. This is my brass valve. This is the back pressure valve. The more I turn it down, the more I'm forcing water through the RO membrane. You never ever want to turn this off, because what you're doing is forcing water you don't want to go through the membrane through it. Leave the darn thing open. If it's open all the way, you're fine. If you ever close this too much, you can ruin your membrane. Let's just leave it at that. You want to close it until this gets to 6 parts per million, and you want to do that over time. 4 or 5 barrels. You want to try to get it dialed in the first hour. It just doesn't work that way with these systems. So what I'm going to do, this is my discharge line. This is the RO reject water. So what I usually do is I'll take this out to my lawn. I'll hook it up to a drip system for plants. I tell you what, I'm going to put a bird bath out, and I'm going to plumb this so that my water replenishes the bird bath and then goes and waters my grass. I think it'll be really cool. So I've got this line. I just tied it into a vent line behind my for my water heater, my furnace, my water softener, and I'm just going to plug that in. So you at home, you plug your water supply in, you take your discharge line, put it wherever you're going to discharge your water, and that's it. You don't even have to open this thing at this point in time. I just did it to show you what's going on. And I'm going to turn my water supply on. So here we go. Oh, I got that open. So here's my water supply for this. I'm going to crank it on and we're going to go. I think he's putting it in his garage like mine is, so he'll be using it year round. But anyway, this is going to be packed in the box. It's wrapped in foil down on your drum. You want to run this thing for at least 2 to 4 hours. What I recommend is turn it on like I've done and forget about it. Go do something for 4, 5, 6 hours. And then you're going to come back and let me show you what we've got. So I've got water coming out. It's just now starting to spit. So I just got a full flow out of my reject line. I'm just going to leave it alone and walk away. Don't worry about it. This thing only produces 100 gallons per day. And that's actually by design. It's part of my technology. it's a critical component to the way my polish treatment cartridge functions and how my silicon generation system operates. It's the total flow and retention time or exposure to oxygen is critical to my technology. So anyway, that's it. Just do that. Now, when I get done with this process for my customer, I'm going to put this cartridge, polished cartridge in, which is what you're going to do after no less than 2 hours. I would let it run I'd just let it run 4 or 6 hours and then do it. But all I'm going to do is, when this is all full, I'm going to take this off, and I usually have this a little overhand tight. I don't want it to fall off in shipping. For will calls, it's loose. But anyway, I'm just going to take this off. Well, see, I'm starting to get water already. And I don't know if you can notice, but it's discolored. And that's part of the preservative that they put on the RO membrane. And we need to get that out of the system before we put this in. It's a double O-ring, all of my canisters. I try to go with nothing but really high-end stuff. Every one of these units is custom built by a skilled craftsman. And right now, that skilled craftsman is me. I've got one franchise owner that I'm working with to get him up to speed so that he can start manufacturing these in his region of the country. But I'm just going to put this in. So what I'm going to do is just dump the water like I just did. I'm going to put this in. I just lost an O-ring. So this is one that you got to make sure is in right here on the top ring, and it's critical you have both. So after I've done this and conditioned it, I'm just gonna, you can shut off the flow or not. It's not like it's high pressure. And I'm gonna put this back on, screw it on, and I'm gonna dump my tank. So all of the water that you put in your tank, just dump it when you install your polish, and then you'll have the quality of water that I'm shooting for, you'll have that right off the bat. So as soon as I put this in and hook that up, what I'm gonna do is go have a beer, go have dinner, go to sleep, and the following morning I'm going to be able to start washing cars. And again, I've got a very limited production right now, and these things are, it's just like a Bentley or a Lamborghini. These are all custom builds. So when you get a hold of one, when we've got them in stock and you're able to grab one, enjoy. We'll probably go into mass production in it'll probably be 3 or 4 years before I start pumping these out in huge quantities. I'm getting a lot of heat and a lot of people wanting me to design industrial sized units for them. And to tell you the truth, I'm getting to a point, and I've got enough people backing me now that I'll probably start doing that here in the next 12 months or so. But anyway, that's about it for this system setup. Actually, I went a little bit overboard on what I was going to tell you today. Hope you had a good one, and I hope to talk to you soon. Ciao.